Okay, so we are going to move on to our Employee of the Week this week, and I say this every time, but this is your first time here. This is my favorite part of the week. I love doing this. I love showing our community the great employees we have. We have almost 6,000 employees in the city of Albuquerque, and they are out there every day just giving it everything they've got to make this one of the great cities in our country, and they do. And our solid waste department has been one of the departments that has been here on a regular basis, and I think that speaks to the leadership of the department. It speaks to the passion to the men and women that work in this department. Just on a side note, I gave a TED Talk in Washington recently about our Better Way program, and we have had something like 20 million hits on the internet on our video for the Better Way program. But one of the things I got to talk about is the fact that our solid waste folks go out and work with the panhandlers that we hire for the day. To make sure that the weeds and litter and trash that they pick up get to the landfill. That speaks volumes when you have city employees that are willing to go out and do that, as well as their regular duties that they have. It's just amazing. So I'm super proud of this department, and today we have some great examples of why it's such a good department. With me is Noah Chavez. Where's Noah? Noah's right down here. Angelo Lucero, right here. Greg Montano, right here. Joe Mora, right here. Mila Romero, I'm looking, is right here, and Robert Vigil. Thank you. So, and we also have a special guest with us that we'll have them introduce in just a minute. It's this young man right here. Today we're recognizing these collection drivers that I just mentioned for giving a close-up view of solid waste collection trucks to our 3-year-old who's here. Ever since he was a baby, Damien and Melissa, is it Lowell?
Lowell.
Lowell's son, Audric. So, hi Audric.
Hi.
How are you? What's on your shirt?
The garbage truck.
It's a garbage truck. It's on his shirt. Like so many kids, and maybe some of us adults, he loves to watch Albuquerque's blue solid waste collection trucks when they come out and perform their duties. I mean, it's cool, right? A lot of moving parts, makes noise. Yeah, it's awesome. So at 3.5 years old, Audric's favorite thing in the whole world is to watch the solid blue collection trucks and the way they stop and go, picking up residents' waste and doing all the recycling. Audric loves the collection trucks so much that he goes out to give the waste collectors, Greg and Noah, hugs for their outstanding service. So week after week, Greg and Noah stop by the Lowell residents, and after some time they were able to build up a relationship with the Lowell family. And it was at this time that Damien contacted the solid waste department and was able to arrange a close-up view of the solid waste truck for Audric. So in February, Greg, Noah, Angelo, Joe, Mila, and Robert brought the Lowell family to the solid waste department to show Audric the waste collection truck. So with a freshly washed fleet to show off, and that's a whole different story about how they've taken their fleet and completely rebuilt it. Pay attention to the trucks when you see them. They're beautiful. I mean, they're waxing their trucks now. I mean, it's amazing. So they got to go see that and personally show Audric one of the trucks, and then they have basically created a long-term relationship and lifelong memories for this young man. These employees went out of their way to give Audric an experience that he will remember for years to come. The Lowell family describes the employees at the Solid Waste Management Department as friendly, hardworking, and efficient. So government, friendly, hardworking, efficient. That's what Employee of the Week is all about. I see it every day, and a lot of times you don't hear about government, friendly, efficient, working hard, and these folks do. So these employees they go above and beyond every single day, but they really went above and beyond to help Audric feel special, show them the valuable work that they do for their community, to show them what stewardship looks like and what just getting out there and doing great things for your community. So for that reason, these are our Employees of the Week. And we appreciate it. I'm going to have Lisa Gorgoni, who's the Administrative Service Manager for Solid Waste, give a few brief remarks, and then we're going to hand out some awards here. And then we'll have Audric come up and give a speech. Lisa, why don't you say a few words while I'm getting these ready?
Hi, I would like to thank the mayor and the administration for recognizing these members of the solid waste team. I'm proud of our connection that the department has with the community and our history of service to the community. We have many great drivers and supervisors, and this team here today represents all of them in the most positive way. So thank you very much.
Sure, you betcha. Thank you. So what we have, we'll hand these out to each person right afterwards, but we have an Employee of the Week mug. so you can stay caffeinated, etc., and hydrated. And then each employee, this one's for Rob, but they all read the same, and it says Employee of the Week, City of Albuquerque. It says Robert V. Hill, Solid Waste Management Department. On behalf of the entire City of Albuquerque, I, Richard J. Berry, Mayor of Albuquerque, thank you for your public service and your dedication. Your actions exceeded the call of duty and went beyond normal expectations. And for the entire week of April 10th, 2017, you are entitled to all privileges set forth by the Office of Mayor as Employees of the Week. And then we have letters for your personnel files as well. So as you navigate through your career at the city, you've always got that in your file. So we'll get all the certificates straightened around here in just a minute. And I don't know, Damien, you want to say anything at all? Or?
I just can't say enough.
Come on up, bring up the superstar here.
I just can't say enough good about the guys here. I mean, they've really taken Audric to heart, and he just loves them to death. So I just want to say thank you very much.
Size, man. All right, thank you, everybody.
You got anything to say?
Tell us how many garbage trucks you have, Audric. How many trucks do you have at home?
Over to 10.
Over 10, yeah.
Over 10 garbage trucks. So
Yeah.
thank you for coming in, and thank you for being nice to everybody today. We appreciate you very much.
Shake the mayor's hand.
Thank you.
There you go.
All right. With your arm, man. Good to see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. We'll get these out. Go ahead. So today we're going to do a volunteer of the month, and Dathan Weems, who's our board chair for ABQ Volunteers, is going to give a few remarks on this. This week was our chance to do the Mayor's Day of Volunteer Recognition. We had over 4,000, I believe, cities across the country where mayors stood up and thanked their volunteers who make such a big difference in their city. We were one of the first cities several years ago to do this. We were one of the very first early adopters of doing this. And Albuquerque has become a real national leader, not just in the fact that we have so many wonderful volunteers, but the fact that we get together on a regular basis and we celebrate, and we have foster grandparent programs that Maria runs and some other things. So today I have this beautiful young lady with me, Rupe Tafoya, and she has been serving 23 years as a foster grandparent. Val Farrell, who's also a foster grandparent, spoke at the Mayor's Day of Recognition, and you all did a great job of covering her work. Same program. But in 1994, Rupe started volunteering in the foster grandparent program sponsored by the City of Albuquerque Department of Senior Affairs at Douglas MacArthur Elementary School. Specialists with the foster grandparents match individuals who are 55 years and older who would like to volunteer their time. So today, we're not just highlighting Rupe for her volunteerism, but we're highlighting her leadership because we're also looking for folks. So if you're over 55 and you want to give back, this is a great program for you. After receiving the training that we go put all of our volunteers through, the foster grandparent program engages in a meaningful way with children identified by the school staff. Foster grandparents play an influential role because of the assistance they provide to children with special circumstances, including those who have an incarcerated parent, have been placed in the foster care system, or may have a developmental disability. So several times a year, Rupe Tafoya helps students by providing an extra hand and by generally caring for the students. And because she speaks fluent Spanish, I bet it's beautiful, she provides specialized assistance with students who have language barriers. Her presence at Douglas MacArthur Elementary School has earned her the nickname Grandma Rupe. Is that right?
Right.
She has 5 children, 10 grandchildren, 7 great-grandchildren of her own. So let's go through the list. Who's with us today?
My granddaughter and 2 of my great-grandkids.
So we got
And two of my children.
So we got children,
2 kids,
grandchildren.
1 grandkid, and 2 greats.
and who are the little ones? What are their names again? What are their names?
Esperanza and Toby.
Nice. I'm glad you brought them with you today. So she has generously, on time of taking care, I'm sure you're the matriarch of your family as well. And on top of that, you've taken the time and energy for over 20 years to just make things better for lots of kids. Her kind heart, her generous spirit are all hallmarks of the work that she does. And it's for this reason that she is the Volunteer of the Month for April of 2017. And if you've forgotten, 5 months ago, we announced our ABQ Kindness campaign. So let me just pull that into this, because what the Kindness Campaign is all about is the free app you can download. We're trying to get school children to do 1 million acts of kindness in our community over the next number of years, and we're tracking that individually and intentionally. And it's this kind of example. It's 20 years. I mean, there's probably 1 million acts of kindness in one person right here, and so we're just gonna basically tell everybody this is why we do acts of kindness. This is why we give back to our community. There are so many children out there who are going to grow up with more opportunity, with a better outlook, with just a better foundation in life because of the work that you do. And I'm going to have Dathan Weems come up, give a few remarks, and then we're going to give you an award. Is that okay? All right. Come on up. Come on up.
Thank you very much. I feel like first off we need to check some ID, because I don't believe you've been doing this for 23 years. But 23 years, the number of people in our community you've touched, they're everywhere. And that's so important to us, so valuable to us. The Spanish-speaking talent that you bring, the way that you're able to connect these children with their community, with their school, and the leadership that you have, bringing other seniors in, there are just no words. And we're just very, very grateful for what you do, very appreciative, and look forward to the next 23. Thank you so much.
So what we have is we have a mug as well. We like to give these mugs away with our city seal on them, and we also have a certificate for you, and it's the ABQ Volunteer Certificate, and it says Rupertita Rupe Tafoya. On behalf of the entire city of Albuquerque, I, Richard J. Berry, Mayor of Albuquerque, thank you for volunteering both your time and your talent. You've been granted this award because of your generosity and the countless hours that you have spent investing in our community's well-being. I just can't tell you how grateful we are for you. I know I can just tell how grateful your family is. Gosh, you're beautiful. And we just thank you so much. And I know we weren't going to put you on the spot. I don't know if you want to say anything now or not, but just no, she doesn't.
I'm not prepared to say anything.
She's not prepared to say anything. But you can make a huge difference if you want to sign up for the Foster Grandparent Program. And I think let me see. I know Maria's here. Maria, did you want to say something? Maria Requa is the Foster Grandparent Supervisor. Could you maybe come on up and say something about the program? And I'm going to give you the award, and then I know that, I don't know if you want to go on the news or not, but you're already on the news. But if you want to talk to her one-on-one later, we'll try to talk her into that. Maria, why don't you come up and say a few words and tell people about this?
Hello, my name is Maria Requa, and I'm the Program Supervisor for the Foster Grandparent Program. The Foster Grandparent Program is a senior corps program, and it's sponsored here in the city by the Department of Senior Affairs. We receive federal funding from the Corporation for National and Community Service, and here in New Mexico we're also jointly administered through the state Aging and Long-Term Services Department. Rupi has been wonderful in my short time here with the program, and we like to spotlight her because not only has she done all of these years in the program, but her placement is most successful because she's done it with the same teacher in the same classroom. So we are always looking for more foster grandparents who have time to give. Our foster grandparents receive supplemental insurance while serving, meals while serving, mileage reimbursement, and for those that are income eligible, they may receive a non-taxable stipend. So if you know anybody, know your neighbor, know someone retiring, please have them contact us. They can reach us at 505-764-6412.
Thank you, Maria.
Thank you, Rupi.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. So I want to thank Eddie, who's Rupe's son, and Teresa, her daughter, and Joy Klotz from Social Services Division Manager from the Department of Senior Affairs, Vanessa Baca, who nominated from the Neighborhood Community Liaison, CAO, Social Services, and just everybody at the city of Albuquerque that does this. So AmeriCorps, Senior Corps, all of these programs that we use in the city of Albuquerque to make people's lives better are all connected to mentorship. They're all connected to year of service for young folks and for volunteering opportunities. I was one of 60 mayors and other elected officials that signed a letter to Congress recently asking them to protect the funding for these great programs, because this is really, really important in our communities. It makes a real difference. This is boots on the ground, getting things done. And so as we await for the federal budget to come through, we are hopeful that our friends in Congress take heed to this call from us as down here on Main Street to please provide that funding that we need to do this, because it makes a big difference. So thank you so much for your leadership, and God bless you. Thank you. So stay up.